today's session.
He's a broken record, ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody hit
Um,
him.
Someone, yeah, give him a kick.
Thank
All right, he's good.
you so much for joining us today. Um, it's actually been a little bit of time since we played, and I'm hoping today is a good one. We left off on a pretty fucking high note, so I'm hyped. Now, I am willing to give inspiration to everybody today,
Yay. Thank you.
Ooh.
but I
Not
need
gonna
a
lie.
group. I need a group of explanation of what happened last time.
Not gonna lie. I completely forgot what happened last time. I was high out of my mind, and then I took drugs, and then I became super buff, and then I rolled into the wrong side of town, and now I'm about to kill this whole tavern.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that
Fucking
sounds about
Riz.
right, honestly.
Riz means business.
They started it.
Okay. Alan, you want to add anything to that?
Uh, I'll add once everyone else has added.
Okay.
Yo no sé, señor. I don't know.
He knows speaking English very good.
That was pretty good.
Guys, this is gonna be on YouTube. Come on.
Time and space stopped for a moment for me. I remember that part.
Did that
That's true.
happen? Uh, okay. So here's what I remember. Let's see. So the crew got into the town, and after getting away from those big, giant, gross mech things, and so
The
they went
stone
inside.
golems.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it turns out that they don't like water. They're basically like the Witch of the East or whatever from Wizard of Oz. Um, and then so we got into town. We decided to actually go through with the golem plan. I didn't have to deal with that because I was invisible because Rat King dictated it so. Um and then let's see, we snuck around, things went well. It was looking kind of weird for a second because for some reason strong people aren't good at making thumping sounds, but we got away with it. And we ended up in a marketplace, and we were like, uh, we thought it was going to be just, we thought the place was going to just be a tavern, but it turns out it was a shops. So what's it
Hmm.
called? Uh, what's her name started freaking out. Hold up, maybe I got this. What was it?
Starts with an
Anyhow,
A. That's
yeah,
Amara. Yeah.
yeah, Mara. She was flipping out, but we were just like, chill. Well, look, she's like, all right, you right. You relying too much on that prophecy stuff. Anyways, so we split up. We decided to go in a random shops, and there was some interesting contact going on, but nothing too incredibly interesting aside from maybe me getting some sweet specs. But aside
And what
from
are they
that,
called, Alan?
they're called the giggle specs.
The giggle specs. I love that.
Goodness.
They are the giggle specs. So Buxton attained the giggle specs, and other folks found out some info. But what's it called? And while Buxton did find out a good lead on where to go, fortunately slash more unfortunately, Riz also ended up in the right area first,
Hmm.
and caused some commotion. Now seems to have an entire tavern pointing all their weaponry at him. So let's find out what happens in this tavern brawl, huh?
Thank you, Alan. Alan, you gain inspiration.
Woo!
And
Double
you
inspiration.
and you may give one inspiration to somebody else.
I'm gonna give it to.
Not me.
Andrew's full. He's got three. He's
I'm
got three
full,
out of
not
three.
me.
Yeah, well, I was gonna give it a Riz anyways, because he's
Okay.
the one who's actually in the bar and in the poopy right now.
Riz
Woo!
+1. Buxton
I have two, baby. That's my second one.
+2.
I never used my other one.
Soho +0. And then, oh my god, dude. Andrew, you're gonna be fucking stacked
Always am.
when it's time to fight the boss. Okay. One other key piece of information that's really important. The reason why everyone is here is because They're trying to look for the missing students. Does anyone remember who this is?
Yeah, his name was hold up. It sounded
Aaron.
yeah,
Aaron.
Aaron. Yeah.
Exactly.
Harry Potter.
Now he went through the portal to escape the giant mantiquora that you guys fought from earlier.
Yeah.
But it
Killed.
seems through storytelling and from Amara and what she saw, this mage from this city of Saransa picked him up out of the desert before,
Yeah.
something happened to Aaron.
He got abducted.
Now they said that this mage works for the prince, the correct prince of the city, and that they live in the palace. There is no way to get to them without the help of an individual that Amara recommended, which is the Merchant King. Now, the reason why you're here looking for this tavern and using a special passphrase, which is what? Does anyone know? Does anyone remember?
Yeah, it's to roll the dice is to live.
Exactly.
I was about to reverse it.
Using a secret passphrase because that is the one to let you inside of wherever this individual may be. And you're on your way, seemingly getting closer and closer to your main objective of why you got here in the first place. And boy, has it been a fucking ride. So let's properly get started. And show you smart, because I forgot to show you guys this last time.
Whoa.
If you look at the main art, there's a few added characters.
Who's that? Why are they so hot?
So the female individual,
I don't care about
And-
that one. Tell me about the elephant.
okay. So the elephant
Bubbles.
individual is Bubbles.
Oh, nice.
That's the art that you saw on Bubbles last time. And this is what he looks like. And then the female individual is the one that Suido. That's the individual that Suido saw. And that caused him to have a similar effect as if interacting with the Mantiquado for the first time, where he went catatonic, almost unconscious, and almost caused you to fail of your disguise, in which case there would have been the whole thing that happened, but it didn't. And Buxton, you're the last person to see this individual slip into the shadows, as if teleporting via shadows. One key aspect about this is that Suido knows this character. It looks just like the rival that they have. However, this character seems to be wearing the armor that belongs to Suido. Modified in some ways, of course, but still, in some ways, is his armor that she's not wearing. And I think, yes, okay, perfect. And that's basically it. I'll keep adding new characters to this page as they come up, and I'll try to be better about it. But just want to show you the art before I forget. Now, Zach, I need you to roll me a D100 for me.
But I'm all cured. I don't need to do this garbage. That's a 45, sir.
Roll it, boy.
Perfect.
I already did.
Do it again.
Right, 45.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
Alan?
too damn bad.
Alan,
What up?
high or low?
Oh, what did he say? 45?
Mm-hmm.
Low.
Okay, low. Andrew, even or odd?
Odds.
Right. And then Sammy.
Yeah.
5 or 4.
4.
Okay. Thank you so much. Write that down. Perfect. Oh boy.
Why did
What's
they
going on
decide my
back?
fate?
It's all about chance. Okay. And I've realized I can get some pretty odd and some pretty weird rolls of chance if I leave it to your guys' choices. Because you guys have to pick either or. and it's still off the chance. Kind of like winning the lotto.
I never win the lotto.
Oh, you will when you're 80 years old. Oh, wait.
They don't know about that.
They don't know about that.
They're not
Inside
ready
joke,
to
inside
hear
joke.
this.
Okay. Now, this combat is going to be very strange in that this is not going to be a routine combat. This is going to be an improvised cinematic combat. Keep in mind that the rules of combat are there's still going to be an initiative, but this is going to be more in the moment because I'm realizing where we are in the story. And for the sake of time, something's going to happen, and it's going to be up to your roles to decide what happens next. So please give me a moment to prepare the music.
Fly to the bumblebee.
Okay. Turn that down a little bit. Perfect. And get that initiative, baby. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
That's a 7.
You want me to roll?
No,
You
remember,
fucking roll.
your saves are still at disadvantage. Wait, no, never mind. You're actually fine. Everything should be fine now. And you have the plus 3. You have the plus 3 to your strength.
Yeah, I
Almost
remember.
forgot about
That's
that.
why I was all like, I'm cured, baby.
Here. Okay. Whoa, is that natural 1? Do I get to keep those?
No.
We're not in combat. We're
We're
initiative.
not in combat yet. It hasn't started yet.
But I ain't scared, bitch.
There it is.
He ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, I was just double checking. I only have a disadvantage on saves.
Yeah, I make use of before Jimmy rolls all his initiatives. I make use of my special ability, which lets me sacrifice my turn to add +2 to all of my allies' initiatives, also getting advantage on their first attack.
You can do
No,
that.
that's not a thing.
Okay.
Oh, and then Andrew, I just saw your message.
I mean, I took notes down that was in the chat, but I'm like,
Gotcha.
those are not really important.
Okay. No,
I
what
just
matters is
messaged
that you
that.
still have like your main like weapons. So
But that'd be really cool though.
I feel like there would be like a range then.
All allies within 60 feet.
so
DM, did I finish my contact with the dog before?
yes, exactly. You would have
Oh, yeah.
finished it.
Yeah. The only
Um,
reply is, if I remember correctly from last time, is me going, I found them, and then that was about it.
Okay.
Yeah, because you didn't give any details, so I was just like, "Oh, good, all right." So that means I got to worry about him.
Is that a 20?
It is a 20.
Plankton's cheating.
Okay. I'm rolling my golden dice on my board over here. It's faster if I roll in person because I realize I take too long if I do it digitally. Okay, cool. But remember, I told you this is cinematic fighting, and you'll understand what that is in a second. Okay. So, Alan, can you tell me one more time, what does it mean? You're giving everyone +2 to their
Oh
initiative?
no, that was a meme. I don't actually.
Oh,
have that ability.
okay. I'm like, I don't remember that. I don't remember giving you anything like that, but sure.
No, but that'd be a sweet support ability, though.
Look, don't think I don't remember. You said you wanted something to like control initiative or be somewhere in the initiative, so I have that in mind.
Deactivate my trap card. Steal meme.
You activated my trap card. I swap initiative, the highest initiative person. They take mine instead.
I say, fuck yourself.
Oh.
Damn. Quick spell.
That's basically Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell. Quick spell, fuck yourself.
Okay. For everybody here, for cinematic combat, what this is going to look like is very, very straightforward. Having just fun with it. Rolling d20s. The attack damage, whatever. The dexterity saves, we'll worry about that later. What matters is, can my number beat your number? And then we'll just go from there. So just have fun with it, okay? You're gonna see the old guy next to you, Riz. He takes out what looks like to be a large hookah, like metallic bog. And like he points it at your face and he says, "Hey man, relax." And he blows into the hookah and this puff of smoke goes in your face.
I'm gonna stand for that.
Okay, go ahead and roll
He
d20
tried
for
to
me.
drug you.
Just a d20?
Yeah, just a d20.
I feel like there should be something more to this, but okay.
It should just have fun with it. Don't worry.
Not 20!
Holy shit!
Does that mean I get another inspiration?
Yeah, you got no inspiration.
Yeah, all of a sudden you like the idea, huh?
What happens here is there's this huge puff of smoke that goes across your entire face, but with quick reactions, what do you do?
Puffing in my face. I'm just. I'm gonna put my hand on him and be all like, I was told to find you, and now we wait for everyone else. But I see everyone with their weapons drawn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I was told to find this spot. I did that. If everyone wants to scrap, though, this is the only mercy you're getting.
The old individual kind of freaks out and he says, "Oh no, that should have worked. I'm sorry, my friend. We cannot have spies here." And all of a sudden, the female
Spy?
individual across the corner, all the way down here, she takes out this big ass fucking sling, and there's like a metallic ball of some kind that has like sparks coming out of the end of it.
I
As
see
she
One
points it
Piece.
in your direction. Go ahead and roll d20 for me.
Son of a bitch. That is a 7.
7. You see that this individual, she looks tired. She looks completely out of it and done. But the second that you yell out those words, there's a look of concern on her face, and she pulls on the sling, throws this metallic ball at you, and it explodes as it hits the center of your chest. What do you do?
Oh, I've seen One Piece before. Fuck, Usopp, you bitch. First, I'm gonna say spies are for the weak, and it looks like you guys made your choice. So I'm gonna throw this man to the wall.
Okay. Go ahead and roll d20.
Can I add my strength?
Of course.
Do I get advantage?
Because, are you raging?
I don't think so. It's marked, so I think that was last session. I don't think I
Okay.
am.
Then we'll just say it's
Yeah,
a regular
it's-
roll. But
yeah.
it's 20, so
Dirty 20. You know?
So here's what happens. Well, actually, I gotta roll something. Hold on, give me a second. Oh shit!
He's smoking the peace pipe.
What happens? Here's the funny thing. You grab the old man to make sure he takes the hit instead of you, and you do pull him in front of him, like in front of you. And he's like, "Oh, wait," and you see that the explosion does hit you in the center of the chest, and he expertly like puts his like head down, and it's very weird. But you see this guy who has like a regular neck, his head just slumps down like beneath his shoulders, like a fucking turtle. He's like,
What in
"Relax, man. And then you toss him on this side, like, oh.
And then as a bonus action, we are like, you had one option of relax, and then I'm gonna rage.
Oh boy. Okay, Sweeto, it's your turn. You're hearing commotion in a tent not too far away from yours as you're walking down, just trying to find something else that looks like a tavern. And you hear the shouts and explosions coming that kind of sounds like Riz's voice.
And
I'm just
loud
gonna run
cicada
straight
noises.
through. I don't care if there's a wall or not. I'm just gonna run straight through.
Running through tents.
If I can,
Kool-Aid
paint a picture for you, you go through 6 tents, just or roll d20 for me.
Other shops are like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
D20.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Yeah.
Straight
Okay.
down the middle.
This is environmental. 11. So you go through one tent, you go through another tent, and you go ahead and bust through the last tent, but immediately your head hits the what looks like to be this large metallic container. And you hear like water sloshing and moving around this large container. It's like, and some of it spills off and it lands straight on your head. And it's scalding, burning hot tea that goes all across your face and all across your head. You've been used to pain before, but currently right now you are kind of a bit blinded, having a hard time looking around, but you know Riz is here somewhere. What do you do?
Where? I just say where.
Okay, Riz, you hear Sweeto yell out, "Where?"
Ain't nothing. I ain't responding. They made their choice. There's now only one thing on my mind: victory.
Victory. Okay.
Okay, then the last thing I'll do is just try to clean my face, my eyes, so I could see.
Okay. You see these two individuals, Riz, right next to you.
Yep.
They're a bit tense as they see that their allies, or one ally's just been tossed aside, and you handled and took that fucking explosive shot with no problems. The guy with the fancy looking hat, you see he takes out his wand, and he says, "You know too much. I apologize, my friend, but you know too much." And he's gonna cast a spell, and you see that the wand at the very tip begins to shine brighter and brighter, and it begins to sort of twirl around, and you see millions of colors in this large hypnotic pattern go around. Roll d20 for me.
Big numbers. Oh,
An 8.
Ew.
Okay. You see immediately after you've been high before, and you're like, oh shit, it's back, and you start closing your eyes trying to make sure you're like, ah. All of a sudden you open your eyes again, and the other guy that's behind, guy with the fancy hat, he has this black outfit on, and he has all these weird baubles all across his chest.
I knew I can re-roll. If I'm raging, I get to re-roll a saving throw. If that's a saving throw.
Go for it. Just we'll use all your abilities, and what will be fun about this? Reroll
Hell
this
yeah!
roll.
You cannot stop me. Not much better.
5. You get angry. He's like, ugh. And all of a sudden, this guy that was back here, he's all of a sudden in your face. He goes, and he like dolphin dives and grabs at your chest and knocks you onto the ground. And he gets one good punch across your face. Roll d20 for me.
Can I involve my strength?
Sure.
Yes.
16.
I'm raging. Do I get to? Oh, 16, 17. Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if this lands. Natural 20.
You are a whore.
Knocks you on the ground. You're now prone on the ground. And this individual says, I apologize, my friend. And you see he brings up his elbow and smashes it hard on your head. And you take 1 point of damage.
I take nothing. I am thick-skulled. You are weak.
I mean, he banged you hard, but this is nothing. This guy's fucking weak.
I sleep under rocks, goddammit. You are not
Buxton.
Dwayne.
You hear shouting, you hear explosions, you hear the twirling of lights, and all of a sudden,
Man.
where Riz is, you see flashing lights, you see a metallic bit being tossed, and a small explosion. People yelling. What do you do?
Um,
And remember, you're across the way. No problems, no issues. If you want to just
okay,
get in
well,
there.
yeah. Honestly, hearing that there's all this commotion and stuff going on, I'm probably
Like
just
shouts.
thinking to myself, like, oh god, there's something going wrong again already. I'm just gonna immediately rush over to the tavern and burst through the entrance to see what the hell's going on.
Okay, easily. You get there quick, fast. There's no issues, and let me go ahead and put your character over there. And hey, you made it. How's it going?
Oh, lovely.
Now this is loosey goosey cinematic fighting. So you tell me what you want to do, and then we'll have fun with it and roll with it.
Okay, so let's see. Riz is over there. Um,
And the space is small enough that you can reach anywhere on the map, regardless of your movement speed.
yeah, I think I would just run over to the guy that's assailing Riz and try to like pull him off of him.
Yeah, this guy is like, he's not even punching it. He's using his elbows like, DOS, DOS, DOS.
Yeah, I'd probably just immediately run up to that guy, grab him like under like grab him under the arms and pull him back like, hey, get off of him. That's my buddy. What the hell's going on?
Go ahead and roll D20 for me.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
reply to that and be all like, they already chose.
I'd probably reply to that like, what did you do wrong?
All right,
That's a 9.
a 9.
What did you do?
All right. Give me one moment. Trying to see. Okay. Sorry about that. And 16. You see as he's using his elbow to bash in your companion here. One of the
Yeah.
elbows actually catches you in the head,
Oh,
and you take a point of damage.
I imagine that scene from Spider-Man where he kept punching the Green Goblin, but he was like unfazed each time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
I'm trapped.
You take a point of damage, but in that moment you grab his hands and you yank him off Riz as like he's off of him, and then you see the old guy on the ground. He still looks drunk, like he's trying to help with the situation, but this is an old guy that's just drunk, and he's like, relax, as he's on the ground.
are you
Um,
starting bar fights?
Can
This
the
bigger-
Merchant King come out to play?
Oh, Jesus. The guy that you pulled off, he sees you and he says, fellow patron, you must leave. We have a rat. As he begins to walking towards and your companion's on the ground.
Oh. Hey, hold on. That's no rat. He's just an idiot. I'm sure whatever he did, he was just doing because he don't know better.
Okay. Roll a d20 and add your charisma to it.
God,
Can I give him advantage and just by saying all I did was say what I was supposed to say?
Okay, I'll give it to you.
I just said
I get advantage.
Mhm.
Okay, thank God. Hey,
15.
that's decent. That's good,
Alright.
actually.
D20, 19.
so.
Ah,
Everybody sort of they're hesitant. Whatever they were gonna do, everyone here was gonna do, they don't do it. As they pause for a moment. But They're getting really nervous now that they realize that you're with him. Riz, it's your turn. What do you do?
Well, like I said, there's only one thing on my mind, and I gave them one choice. I'm pulling out the stinger. The guy who elbowed me in the face is gonna be a lot prettier. I'm gonna stab him good.
Oh,
God damn it.
All right, roll an attack for me.
Yes, sir.
Riz, I'm gonna restrain you next.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You went for the wrong guy, my man.
Okay.
That's a 12.
His armor class is 14. It does not hit. But roll damage anyways.
Got it.
This will be half damage. Whatever you give him, this will be half damage.
Well, it would have been 15.
Okay. So
So,
half of
7.
15, 7.
Or 8.
Rounding up. Yeah,
Maybe
rounding up. We'll go with 8. Okay, give me a moment. The hit, the attack as you bring up Stinger and thrust forward using your 2 arms, or all your arms in this case. You see this big guy. He gets his elbows and goes, "Bombs!" And he punches like down on the handle of where the giant stinger would come at him, and the blade does go down, but it like jags in, it goes across his thigh, and you see he's bleeding a lot from that attack. Buxton, what do? You're right next to him.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna strike again if you don't do it.
Yeah, I'm going to immediately try to tackle Riz.
You would do that if there wasn't an old guy who is now on your back, and he's saying softly in your ear, "Relax, man, relax."
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
So you're gonna do this at
Drugs.
disadvantage. You're gonna do this at disadvantage.
Oh boy! All right, so just another D20, yeah.
No D20. Just have fun with it. Go for it.
Okay. So here's those. One.
Oh shit!
No way. I can't see it, but I believe you.
It's not coming up on Roll20, but I can see it on D&D Beyond,
Good enough.
which means I get inspiration.
Uh,
Okay. At this point in time, you try to grab on to this guy, and you see that this other guy, he looks like he's gonna attack Buxton, but the old guy, he has like his like hookah metallic bottle glass,
make
and
a
he's
hide,
just
make a hidey, hidey,
he's
ho.
like trying to pour it on top of your head, Buxton. He's like, relax.
So relax. Relax.
So
Yeah.
it's your turn. As you're hearing commotion, you're hearing yelling, you're hearing relax. You're hearing all of this coming from down a tent.
Oh God! If I'm hearing this, I can only imagine the cops are going to be hearing this. I poke my head out and check to see if the popo's out there, hearing
Go
all
ahead.
this shit going on too.
Out of, I'm gonna treat this as out of combat. Roll a normal perception check.
All right, we got one perception check coming right up.
And then tell me what you got.
Nat
Oh
20?
shit. 23. Okay.
Nat 20.
You don't see any of the giant stone sand golems. You don't see any in the vicinity that would be within earshot of what's happening.
That's good. Is there anybody who's taking notice of the commotion as well that I should
You
be
do.
worried about?
Immediately, as you look around, you see from the shadows somebody that wasn't there before just apparates out from the ground where there is a large torchlight, and there's this like long wooden chair, and kind of like the fucking Grudge, she comes out from beneath the shadows of this chair, and you see a familiar feminine individual who's very calmly walking towards the direction of all the sounds and ruckus.
Um. Uh. I. s- Uh, I spawn a golem using my like I did before using my
Okay. So you're casting
spell.
Unseen Servant.
No, the golem. Let's see.
It's that illusion thing you
The
use to sneak
illusion.
around, right?
Yeah, yeah. So the
Yeah,
Unseen
the
Servant is
illusion.
the one that is covered in that like um glass, and that's the one you're talking about, right?
Silent image.
Oh,
Silent image.
okay. So you cast Silent Image,
And I'm gonna make
and
it look like the golem has noticed the commotion as well, and he's gonna go into the tent.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a moment.
You're gonna have fake Popo show up.
Dude, I gotta break this up. Guys, stop it, break it up. It's good.
Break it up. Beat you. I'll beat that ass. I'm
Oh
gonna beat
shit.
that ass.
I don't know if golems do that, but I pay to see that.
Of course, they
Man.
beat ass. They were trying to beat our ass outside of the freaking town.
All of a sudden, you guys see a large golem walks through the front tent. Um, so this would be your sort of like magic, it'd be your spell save versus everyone who will to try to verify if this is real or not real.
That's right.
So everyone roll d20.
Is it real? Is it not real? I don't know. You better stop right now, motherfucker.
That's a
Riz.
9. Probably not.
Riz and Buxton, you 100% believe that this is a
God
stone
damn, what's
golem.
with all these tens?
And then Sweeto, same thing. You see all of a sudden, well, there wasn't a stone golem. It appears out of nowhere, and now begins running towards the tent and pops on through.
I immediately shout, "The cops are here! Scatter!"
You see,
I run in and shout, guys, there's a crazy shadow lady bitch coming in.
hold on, I'm trying to find you guys. Oh, there you are. So, oh, you're here now.
This is turning into a mess.
Teach, that's you?
It's the
Okay.
Grudge. If you know what that is, evil monster, dark, shadowy figure.
I don't watch
Oh.
plays.
I'm trapped in this tent with this cat thing.
I know. You're almost there. You're almost there, Sweeto. You're almost there.
I ran through tents to get to there.
You did run through tents, but because you didn't succeed that 20 versus 20 roll,
Yeah.
there's only one obstacle. The next round you'll be there. Don't worry. So the female individual behind the counter, and this guy, this older looking dude that's been just like aggressively telling you, Buxton, relax. Both of them, they begin to panic, and then they look at the bug and creature that's fighting one of their companions, and they just point at you, Riz, and they yell out, "Intruder!" Sweet, it's your turn. As you move out of the way from this metallic container, and you bust on through like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah!
And you see all this happening.
You see all this happening. You see an old guy riding on Buxton. You see this guy doing ninjutsu, fighting Riz. You see a giant stone golem. It's fucking hectic right now.
Because I see this golem. I'm prepared to fight this golem.
Okay. So what do you do with the
Bruh,
golem?
Do you realize how well that went for you last time?
Hey, I saw a golem appear and then came through. And all this happening to the golem. The
Okay.
golem fucking us up before. I don't want that to happen again.
Oh, I say it's real. I mean, it's fake.
Yeah, see, it's real.
Oh,
So what does Sweeto do?
please use your brain.
I have
with
none.
-1.
I know, but you did say someone else was coming through, and
I did.
I think it was practically like you're near the golem. It hasn't looked at you yet, so then I'll just go over
Okay.
to help them out and restrain some.
You're gonna restrain the golem. Is that what I
No.
heard? Oh, okay. What are you doing?
Over, restrain this person.
Oh, okay. You're heading on over, trying to grab onto this dude who's up against on Riz. You try to pull him off, or are you trying to attack him?
I'm just gonna grapple, just hold him.
Okay.
Hold, grapple, restrain.
Roll d20 for me and add your strength.
Yeah.
19. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Compared to a natural 20. 14.
No, you don't get any more.
You go ahead and grab this guy's shoulders, and he's like, "Toss! Ah!" As you grab him, you fucking toss him 30 feet in the air. He lands on the ground, and hits his head on this pole, and is knocked out.
Oh my God.
That's one. And I'm gonna look over at that old man. I'm just gonna point at you, be like, "You."
You see this old man. He's like, hey, all you gotta relax. As he slowly gets off of Buxton and just like goes to the corner. It's like, I don't know these people. And he's like, he's not speaking in his old man voice anymore either. He's like, I don't know these people. I'm just and
He was a god.
he opens the curtain
Why?
underneath. He opens the curtain underneath. It's like, I don't know these guys. I'm just gonna go. And he goes underneath the tent and he's gone.
I do not want him to escape.
Yes,
Okay.
please get that motherfucker.
Get over here.
All right, so you run on over as he's like trying to back up, and just roll a d20 for me.
Yeah.
13. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Compared to a natural 20. Oh, wow. No, he does not.
You see his foot. His one foot is still underneath the curtain before he goes into another tent of some kind, or he leaves the tent, and you grab onto that foot, and you yank him back inside.
Imagine on the other side, he's like, relax. Just getting dragged in.
Yo! What are you doing? What are you doing, Sleeto?
You gotta knock him out. Make
Okay.
a shut up.
How do you
Like,
knock
are you
him
just
out?
gonna punch him or what?
Yeah.
Vulcan grip.
Okay.
Gotta punch him.
My poor man's getting dragged back to hell,
You
and then he
punch
turns
him.
around and he's like, relax. And he just
grab his foot.
Five.
You grab his foot, you grab onto his front shirt, lift him up, and all you do is you put your head back and then crush on forward. And you see the
Ah.
glasses he's wearing and the
good
cigar
old
that was in
headbutt.
his mouth. That pops, and the glasses he's wearing just completely destroyed. And he's like, oh! He's just yelling to himself, like holding his nose. Ah, you broke my nose! You broke my nose!
It wasn't
You
enough.
broke my
Dude.
nose!
He's still talking. He's still conscious.
Jesus.
This guy is out of it. He's just gonna be yelling about his nose the entire time.
Oh my god. Is this our guy? He's our
So
guy?
at this point, you see a feminine individual walks on through the tent.
Oh, I was hoping my golem would block her from coming in.
But
But
your
it's an
golem's-
image, though. It's
It's
fake,
an
right?
image, Sammy.
Well, I didn't know if she would if she would know that, you know.
Okay, in that case, you're right. I'll check to see if she realizes if this is real or not.
Please be dumb.
Watch she
But-
get that nat 20, be all like,
But regardless,
That's all I'll
you've
say.
seen this individual use ways to just circumvent this and travel through shadow. But we'll see. We'll see what she says.
Oh yeah, no, it's more like a. It's not like a real physical. I know she can go through it. Even if it was real, she'd probably still be able to go through it.
What save do I need to make? Because this is now like legit.
It has to be a 17.
17 what? 17
Wisdom.
Oh,
wisdom.
yeah, he's right. Wisdom.
Okay, now this is going to be a legit roll.
Intelligence, a successful intelligence investigation check.
What do
Okay,
you mean?
okay.
All these rolls were legit.
Well, this was fun, but now we're getting to the real action.
Is this not real action?
No.
Oh,
This is
trust me,
fake action.
this is fake action.
This
This
is
is,
elder
uh,
abuse.
This is oh my nose, my nose, my
This
nose.
is bar fight simulator.
17. What's your DC?
17.
Yes.
So I meet,
Match it.
and you see this giant golem is getting ready. It looks like it's about to attack, and a feminine individual walks through the golem and steps right in front of you. So
Oh, I dodge. I don't trust this bitch.
and she would be right here.
Oh,
And the camera's ready. Alright, cool. Now I hope you guys appreciate that we don't have to go through round after round after round of all this. You guys getting there, just I just want to have fun with this. But now
Yeah.
the real battle has begun. So everyone's initiative is gonna stay the same as true combat now begins. You see this individual with the fancy hat. They see the giant stone golem and they realize that it's fake. And what he does is he panics. And he looks down at you, Buxton, and he says, "Who are you?" As he like begins to back up.
Your mother.
I was gonna say your nightmare, but sure.
Okay, so
I'm
that's
his
five,
stepmother.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Wow.
Dash out of here. So 5, 40, 45, 50. And you see that he is working on something over here. The guy on the ground, Sweeto, that you knocked out, you can see that he's still on the ground, like trying to rub his head, and he's not doing anything. Buxton, your turn. As you see a female individual, as she looks at you. At least you think she's looking at you. Please make an insight check for me. And then let me know what you got for that insight check. Oh.
Alan.
Ellen?
Oh, sorry. I thought this was Andrew. I'm doing an
You
insight
said
check.
Buxton.
Yeah.
My
yeah, I
bad.
said Buxton.
Whoopsie, insight check.
No, you're good, you're good.
Not good.
No, yeah, she's staring daggers at you.
Yeah, it's a
And
5.
She's gonna kill your ass right now because
What?
she looks intense, but a very, very calmly walking in, and it's very weird how she carries herself. But what do you do in your turn as she's staring right at you?
Let's see. Well, that guy, I know that lady's staring at me, but that other fellow, he sort of ran off, and I don't know. I feel like
Yeah, he's
I-
working on something down there. He's doing something.
I don't know. See, it's kind of everything done to shit. I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna try to run over to that dude and stop whatever he's doing. I guess.
Okay. What's your movement? You got
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I don't make it very far.
okay, 35
Yeah,
feet.
I'm like over here.
Bonus
Oh.
action. What you do?
Let's see. Well, I guess I would just use my action to actually just dash and use the rest of the moment to actually get up right behind him.
Okay.
And
You still have your
then,
inspiration if you want to use that.
well, I don't want to like hurt this man or anything. I just want to get right behind him, like put my hand on him, like, hold up. I don't know what's happening here, but we all can stop this. I'm sure.
Okay. Hit your response to his question. What was your response?
Oh, that's right. He said, "Who are you?" And I'm like,
Okay. So you go ahead and grab onto him. Or try to stop him. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. As you see, he is working on something, but he is crouched down. He's fumbling with something on this sort of like cabinet wall that's on the side.
I was
17.
17.
You see that he is pulling out books frantically, and he's looking, and all of a sudden you see that there is these 3 books on the right-hand side at the very bottom, and he sees he's about to reach out to them until he looks behind him and he sees you, and he stops. I think that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Hey, don't let me stop you. Keep going.
Riz, your turn.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 15, pick up
Okay.
this table and throw it at that person who shot me.
Oh, the lady way over here.
Yep.
Make a fucking strength throw, my guy, with advantage, as it is a very, very easy thing for you to toss.
23 or 22. 23 it is.
All right. With this, you successfully hit her. So make a oh god, improvised attack. The weight, what it is. Just roll a d4 for me.
Plus strength.
What's your strength? Yeah.
That'll be 4 plus 6, 10. Good
Oh
sir.
shit.
Max damage.
That's a hearty table throw. She ate that.
Is she knocked out?
I'm gonna roll something else to see what happens. But you toss this table, and it flies across the room like a fucking bullet as it explodes across your chest, and you hear ah. Gonna roll something here.
That's right.
Okay. You
Dies
see that?
instantly.
You see where 1 second there was somebody, the next second there is nobody.
Blew her out the tent.
Blew her out.
As the table flies across the room, explodes on this woman's chest, and they're just knocked on. They're knocked on the ground behind this small little register, and she's not getting up.
And then it reforms and comes back to you like Captain America. No, I did.
All right, that was your
Maybe.
action.
And then
You moved a little bit. What else you doing?
I want to move up one more and then punch this guy in the fucking jaw with my
Okay.
bonus action.
Is it bonus
With my
action? Okay.
punch dagger.
Oh Jesus. Well, you have advantage because he's prone.
Cool.
So see if you.
That's a
oh,
dirty 20 to punch him in the face.
That hits. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Why?
I thought he was knocked out already.
He is struggling. He's kind of dazed, confused. He's trying to get his bearings,
That is a
and
12.
then you do 12 points of damage. Like, is this
Yep.
lethal? Are you trying to lethal damage?
Look, God, they started it. They drew their weapons.
Oh
I
my
gave them
God.
one turn for mercy, and no one in here officially told me don't kill anyone. So I'm not gonna hold back.
You
Oh
know,
my God.
You do make a very good point. that no one told you not to kill anybody here.
The instructions was to find the place. I found the place. They were hostile. I said, don't do it. They did it. Now they die.
You see that this guy who he finally like, huh, huh, and he looks up at you, and all he sees is the punch dagger. Where do you strike at him?
In his face, like dead on.
Jesus.
Center of the face.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, it's not a killing blow, unfortunately. But you do see she does try to dodge out of the way as quickly as possible as that punch dagger comes on down, slashes across his left-hand side of his face, and you see that there's this big gash from the left side of his lip all the way to his left side of his ear, and the ear is just gone. You've cut out his ear, and you hear him yell out, "Ah! Ah!" And he's just like yelling out in pain.
Why does this always happen?
Didn't say anything.
Am I too busy?
Because I'm
Am
too
I too
busy
busy
being alone.
witnessing all of this, or do we
No,
all?
you see
are
it.
we all see
You see it.
Okay.
No, you see it.
Yeah.
It's out in the open. There's no.
At this
nothing
point, I'm
blocking your
probably
way.
putting like my hands on my head. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing, Riz?"
Jesus
They started
Christ.
it. I'm finishing it.
Knock him out.
If you want to knock him out, that's one thing. Don't murder him.
Oh. And for the rest of my movement, 25, 30, 35, 40, I'm going to this hoe.
Okay. You're now face to face with the quote unquote Ho. Soho, it's your turn.
Okay, I cast momentary stasis on the shadowy figure.
On the woman?
Yeah.
That got blown
Okay.
out. that got
Give me-
BTFO'd.
Give me one more. What do I need to roll for momentary stasis again?
Constitution saving throw 17.
Okay.
That's pretty brutal.
This is going to be a
Sorry.
straight roll for me then. Oh wait, never mind. I get +3. Coming through.
I'm like, girl, you walked in the wrong motherfucking bar. What's going on? You still coming in here? Nah, you control this.
A 9. Okay. So you cast momentary stasis. And then go ahead and tell me what happens when you cast that.
She is encased in a field of magical energy till the end of my next turn. Or when the creature takes damage.
And then is she incapacitated or
Yes.
she can't do anything,
Speed
right?
of 0. Yeah. that's
Speed
right.
of 0.
She's frozen in a moment in time.
I unfreeze her lips and I say, answer my questions or die.
As an angry bug runs behind her, getting ready to stab.
I say, stop, don't stab. Relax.
Relax. Relax.
Relax. Okay. You see that she stops in her tracks. And here's something that you notice. She wasn't even paying attention to you.
What?
She's still looking at Sweeto this entire time. And you see that
Sweeto.
she was beginning to walk in towards his direction. And you can see from underneath her armor, where her wrists are, she protrudes out of nowhere these 3 short daggers. Or sorry, 3 long daggers. And she's holding them in a certain way where all 3 of them are each in between her fingers, and she's holding them that way. And she raises her arm a little bit high, as if she's about to throw them. And then you cast momentary stasis. You see that she pauses in place, and although she can't move, her eyes are sort of darting around, and they look at you. They look at the bug, and then they sort of, for the first time, look around, and then they look right back at Sweeto. What do you do?
Call out to Sweeto and I say, Sweeto, your assassin's here.
What the hell? You're wanted? Dead or alive?
Riz, what do we do?
I was told not to kill, but maiming isn't lethal.
Oh my god.
All right, settle down, settle down.
Don't
Shit's
you
already
dare
gone
say that
crazy.
word to me again. Ha,
He's gonna-
You'll be next.
Relax.
Relax. He's gonna freaking Batman these people. It's like, I refuse to kill them, but he's gonna hospitalize them. He's gonna break every bone in their body. They'll never walk again. They got like they're in semi-vegetation forms, but they're not dead.
Mm-hmm.
I take the daggers from her, seeing that she was about to kill my boy.
Okay.
I take the daggers, and I
Take the
also
daggers.
check her. I check her pockets. You know, feel around, see what's up. You know, what else you see hiding up
You
in there.
pervert. No. What happens
This is life
is
and death, motherfucker.
you cast momentary stasis, which is what, an action?
Wait,
Okay.
Yeah,
So you cast momentary stasis. That is your full action.
yeah.
Bonus action, sure. I will say you attempt to grab at the daggers. The second you touch the daggers, your hands go through the daggers, as you notice that they are smoking, and they are shadowy, dark blades. When you finally realize what they are, they look like daggers. They look like long, just dark daggers. But the second you put your hand through them, they don't cut you, but you do see that they do disapparate and disappear as your hand goes through the daggers.
See this, Riz? You can't maim a fog.
You see me
So-
like blinking very hard while I'm looking.
You're gonna give yourself a headache doing that.
I'm gonna go ahead. If you're not gonna move anywhere, that's the end of your turn.
I gotta
next
move
turn,
away
you,
from this bitch.
next turn you will be able to go through your pockets if you want to.
All right. Fine. I'll stand next to her, ready to take her.
You did a lot.
pockets if-
You did a lot in your turn, so keep in
You're
mind
right.
like action economy.
You're right. Okay. Fine by me.
Individual behind the counter, she you can barely like hear like you hear like trying to breathe in through her nose, but she's struggling. You see the old guy in the back. He's like, oh, 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 oh. He's like he's ugly crying
Traumatizing.
behind Sweeto. Sweeto, what are you doing?
Okay. I heard Soho say that. I turn around and look.
And you see someone very familiar.
I then drop the dude I had in my hand, pull out the invisible blade,
Okay.
and start walking towards her, preparing to fight.
Oh, you approach me?
Oh, are you Bertram?
Hey, do not summon that bad juju on me again.
You
30
would do
movements.
that, Sweeto, if you didn't feel a stabbing sensation coming from behind your back.
Oh. Two assassins.
That's if he hit.
Give me 1 second to do this next bit. Right. And the Sweeto doesn't see this immediately, but all of you will now notice that behind this large metallic canister that's holding all these fluids, something appears behind it, immediately jumps out, and has this sort of like this shadowy dark figure comes out and stabs behind on Sweeto. And you see it is a deformed, malnutritioned giant of some kind. But it's shadowy. It's sort of like dripping, like shadowy fog bits coming off its body, and it's the same size as Sweeto. I'm gonna go handle for attack.
Yeah,
It
shadow
does.
demons. I thought I was the only one with demons.
We all have our demons.
Yeah.
This would be a surprise because your attention was somewhere else. Unless you want to contest this and roll a perception check for me.
I will, because
Okay.
rolling is fun.
Go for it. Go for it.
I have advantage.
17. In this case, This creature comes on out, and you notice something
Yeah,
behind
he-
you. They're trying to be sneaky. But it's not sneaky enough. As you turn around and you see it, it still gets the attack on you. But this wouldn't be the extra damage it would give you. Instead, this is going to be normal damage. Two. All right. Come on, baby. 8 and then +2, so 10 points of damage.
Damn, max damage.
Sweeto. You, whoa! What happened?
What happened?
There you go.
Oh.
You're good. You take a look behind you, and you see your assailant. And it is a dirty, spitting image of you. What do you do in your turn now, as this creature's behind you?
I'm still gonna bring out a new weapon.
Okay. You bring out the blade. It's still sheathed in its pocket.
Going to unsheath it, and even though I see nothing that tries to stab me, me, but my true enemy lies somewhere else. So I'm still going to try to walk towards her.
Okay. This will
Of a unit.
this will activate attack of opportunity if you do this.
Okay.
All right. You ignore this creature as you walk away, as it gets a free attack on you. So give me one moment. This is gonna be 20 +4. Okay. A 9. I don't think hits.
No,
It misses,
does not.
right?
Yeah.
So
It misses.
the creature it gargles at you and kind of yelps and yells, kind of like a deranged man would, as it strikes out, and you easily parry this sort of shadowy blade without the blade even being unsheathed. You parry it out of the way. You keep walking towards this woman.
My full movement speed, 30, right where I was, goes in front of her.
What do you do?
Hit her.
Then
Make a intelligence check for me. Or no, actually, never mind. Make a wisdom check for me.
2.
2. Even through all this hecticness that's going on, you kind of recognize this person a little bit, but you don't know why. Whatever. You take out your weapon. What do you do?
I stab into her.
Okay. This would be with advantage because she can't move, she can't defend herself. Give me one moment. I gotta double check something. Okay. So we'll go with the highest attack, which is 21. Go ahead and roll for damage. Now, we'll go ahead and multiply that by 2 because this counts as a critical hit. And what does this look like as you take out your weapon and you attack this woman that can't move?
I am just going to slice at her dominant arm.
So the arm that she had raised up?
Yeah, she's gonna,
try
you're
to
gonna clean that
slice
hand.
deep enough to hinder the muscles.
Okay.
You're gonna, yeah.
something weird happens as you strike the arm. You strike at the arm, and you see that there is this blood that protrudes out, and um, she gives no reaction. She doesn't moan, she doesn't call in pain like the rest of these individuals do. She takes it. And, or before, there was this intent on you, looking at you. There's now burning hatred in her eyes, looking at you. What else do you do?
Oh boy.
Now, I'm going to cut again,
Other
but
arm.
at her legs.
Okay. Are you using the short blade?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Nat 20.
Oh, Jesus. Using the short blade and attacking with the short blade, you feel the sensation of guilt coming across your sort of mind, and you hear a voice, a familiar voice from when you picked up the blade for the first time, and it says, "Sweeto, what are you doing? You dishonor yourself," as you land the attack and strike at her legs. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay,
9.
so natural 20. This wouldn't be. God damn it! Would this be double crit? No, right? 'Cause
No, the
crit's
natural 20 was for its
So Nat
wisdom
20 was
save,
a
right?
wisdom save.
Oh, my
That
bad,
is
my
it.
bad. I'm completely. I thought you were attacking, and then my bad. I thought you already attacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
The normal attack was a 25 to hit.
Okay.
That
So
definitely hits.
25 definitely hits, and then you roll 9 damage multiplied by 2, 18 points of damage.
You're hurting this woman.
Why was the 9 doubled?
Is it still a critical hit?
Oh, because of the
If
stasis.
he's paralyzed, technically, yes.
I would thought it should be out of stasis after the first hit.
Is that how that works, Sammy?
That is correct. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's until she takes damage. So did she take damage?
she took damage
Fuck
the
yeah.
first time.
He took
so-
24,
Well,
and then
there
I'm
you go.
Gotcha.
taking 9.
Okay. In that case, let me do something else then, because then that wouldn't be plus. Okay, so let me give her some HP back, because that wasn't a critical hit. That still hit her though. Okay. And then stars down. Okay. And then stars. Okay. Okay. Perfect. No longer stasis. Sweeto, you did your attacks. You see that this woman is now trying to defend herself as she protrudes out this shadowy blade out of nowhere. What else do you do?
I am not going to have my guard up. I'm going to have my hand down on my side, just stare at her.
Okay. Is that all you do?
Yeah.
You see, and she speaks for the first time as you are close, within 5 feet of each other. And she sort of tells you in this very deep, very angry voice, "How the fuck are you here?" And that's the end of your turn. Buxton, you see that the individual that's crouching down on this like sort of cabinet sees you, and he reaches for the books down below. But before anything happens, the cabinets slowly slide and they swing open. and you see a very well-dressed bugbear protrude out from the doorway. And he yells out in a large, large, booming voice. Enough!
Oh,
Finally, a man of reason.
I know, right?
As you guys see, this individual.
Oh,
Whoa.
damn. He's got drip. Look at that crossbow.
He had
Oh,
a
man.
beard.
Look at that dagger. You know how many people could kill with that?
He
Oh,
yells out in a loud, booming voice. Cora! Enough. And you see the female individual, she just backs off. Shadowy Blade disappears as she now kneels on the ground in the direction of this individual. And everybody else that's on the ground, he sort of like huffs to himself and he says, as for the rest of you, just patch yourselves
Okay.
up. Just
Oh, okay.
please follow me. As he's looking at you, Buxton, and looking at everybody else. And we're just gonna end it there. You guys can react in any way you want to, but you see a man of well renown, at least has the respect of this female individual here, and everybody else seeing what's happening. So they sort of like get up. The female individual over the counter, she's breathing hard, and you see that she has like a thumbs up, like, okay. Uh. And the guy behind you, Sweeto that was behind you, um, your shadowy form disappears. And the guy that's on the ground, he's bleeding a lot. He's bleeding a lot on the ground from his nose. And he's not doing good. He's like crying a lot. It's kind of pathetic.
what a loser.
But what do you guys decide to do?
I'm gonna walk up to the lady I threw the table at, pick her up, and be like, next time you want to attack, come straight at me. Don't throw your rocks. And I'm gonna drop her.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check for me.
You got it. Instead of my charisma, can I use my strength to scare her?
Sure. Since you said you're gonna pick her up.
Oh, thank God. Better to have a +6 than a -1. 17.
Okay. Give me a moment.
Shake her around a little bit.
You see that this individual, so she's taller than you. Like she's a good like
Oh, I'm on the counter
seven-
to lift her up.
yeah, 7 feet tall. Pick her up, and this very tall individual is terrified of you as she she very quickly like pushes down on the counter, and you see some of her fingers go over the cash register. It opens up, and she looks at you. She looks at the cash register, and she says, "Please, please, just take it off. I don't want to. I don't. Please." And she's covering her face, and she's just terrified of you as you let her go, and she like goes around the corner, and it's just like in the fetal position.
Yeah, visually after she does that, and I finish just like, don't throw things, come at me like a true warrior. Drop her. I'm just gonna hop off the counter, and then,
Okay.
and then
You
I'm gonna
see-
go next to the teacher because he's smart.
You see that there is hundreds of gold pieces and a few platinum pieces in there in the cash register that's opened. But you walk on over to Sweeto.
If I was any other character, I
Mhm.
would, but Riz don't give a damn.
You guys see where the individual who had yelled at everyone to stop walked back. Someone else takes his place. And if you're on roll 20, you're gonna see this individual
Oh,
plus 3 more behind, kind of like a bodyguard or bodyguards to the individual that walked away. And he's just standing there intimidatingly, just looking at all of you
menacingly.
while his other 3 buddies are sort of clocking all of you, but 2 break away to walk next to this individual. What do you guys do?
Slim, I slam my hand down on a table and I point at Sweeto and I say, "Why is everybody trying to kill you, man? Who are these people?"
The weak fear the strong. Don't you know? I thought you were smart.
I go to ignore his remark, keep my weapon out, stare at her, while she's still
Mhm.
kneeling and whatnot. I'm just gonna tell her, doing a job. Still gonna stare at her.
Okay.
Is this gonna get in the way of our mission to save Aaron?
You should kiss.
You see that the female individual, she doesn't say anything to you, Sweeto. She just has a very, very, from what you can tell from, you know, the nose, the eyes, um, she looks extremely disappointed that she didn't get to kill you today.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
she walks on over to the shadow and she's gone. This guy up here, kind of picks himself up, looks at you, Riz, and he says, "Hey, ah, you are a very strong warrior, and I can respect that." Oh, as he's like grabbing his cheek, and he's like, "Oh, does anyone know how to heal?" As he like walks on over to the old guy. He's like, "Oh no!" And he's like, he runs on over to him. He's like, "Oh," and they just start conversing like away from you guys.
I rush over to the old guy and I give him my potion of greater healing. Poor fucker.
The one who's missing an ear or the one with the broken nose?
The one who's missing an ear.
Okay.
Jesus. He's probably real re-traumatized. You know, it's like, damn, I would have thought you were my stepdad.
Okay. So you walk on over to the tall individual that's beating the shit out of Riz, and then Riz beat the shit out of him, that guy,
Yeah,
and you
give
hand him
him
the greater healing potion.
yeah.
Okay.
He don't
Um,
deserve that.
takes a look at the giant bottle because it's big. It's a big bottle, and he sees you, and he pushes the bottle back towards you
Why?
as he says, "Mm, my friend, I I appreciate this, but this I can get fixed very easily. Do not waste that on me."
If you say so.
You extended your hand in friendship and he spat in your mouth.
Yes, Denver.
You kind of see the old guy and this older individual. He takes out the bong bottle, the metallic one. It's all busted. He's like, "Oh, damn it. Well, Jojo, we'll see what we can do next time." And you see
Deal.
this large individual is like, "We'll get him next time, Grandpa." And they go over to the giant chest over here, and they begin to like go through the stuff. The guards that were right there next to you, Buxton,
Yeah,
they're still there, just waiting. And this individual here, he hasn't stopped kneeling. He's still kneeling on the ground, sort of
yeah,
like in their direction.
yeah. I want to try to rally the troops. I'm just like, all right, guys, we've made our point. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go talk. And I'm gonna start walking over towards where that other fellow went.
Okay.
Same.
The guy with the mask, um, he steps aside as he lets all of you walk in, collect yourselves, and walk downstairs, steps that go down, down, down. And you hear sounds of people. Give me a moment to prepare the next scene.
I haven't moved. I just stared at the spot where she disappeared at.
Waiting for her to come back, or your doppelganger to come back.
Yeah.
Okay. You prepare yourself just in case. Moments pass. You see your companions starting to move. Another moment passes, and nothing else happens. You get the
Still
feeling
staring.
that you keep staring, but you get the feeling that they this female individual doesn't look like they'll be coming back.
In his mind, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, one-eyed warrior, we're all leaving."
Gonna ignore and keep staring.
Echo,
Now,
echo, echo.
here we go. Give me a second. And bam. Okay. Everyone should be ready. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Play that music. Please. Please. Do you guys hear anything? Or
Nope.
nothing? Okay.
There we go.
There it is.
After a very tense moment, you hear upbeat music being played downstairs of this place. And there is a bigger fucking tavern underneath this place.
Oh my god. The double tavern. Classic tactic.
And let me paint you a picture.
I told you I found it.
You did find it. As you look around and see all around you. Okay, moments as this opens up. Please. Oh boy. Sorry, guys. Okay. You descend into a winding staircase that goes down deeper underground until you reach a sort of hidden oasis of fantastic. There is a sense of enchantment that washes over you, and the air is cool and refreshing and offering a sort of respite from the heat from outside of the desert above. The interior is adorned with these vibrant tapestries and ornate lanterns, casting this sort of warm, inviting glow across the space. You see that the tavern is filled with plush pillows, and there are sort of these large woven carpets, providing a sort of cozy setting area for all the patrons to relax and enjoy their drinks. The ambience is lively, with soft melodies, sort of traditional music drifting across the air, and the aroma hits you. This exotic spice lingers, mingling with the scent of freshly brewed tea and the sort of fragrant hookah smoke that sort of creates an intoxicating sensory experience all across. And amidst the cozy atmosphere, you notice the sort of four figures who stand at the corners of this room, positioned strategically all across this tavern. Cloaked in sleek black attire, their faces hidden by intimidating masks, they exude an air of mystery and authority. And their vigilant presence adds sort of a touch of intrigue to this otherwise tranquil setting. You notice that there is an array of drinks displayed on the left-hand side, and this large tankard about the size of like an elephant. Just not tankard, keg, where drinks are being poured out. Sorry. And you see that the bar itself is a work of art, adorned with these intricate carvings and inlaid with shimmering gemstones. Within this hidden haven, conversations flow freely among the patrons. Tales of distant lands and daring adventures, laughs fill the air, blending harmoniously with the soothing melodies. It's a place where it seems to sort of slow down and worries will melt away, offering a sanctuary for weary travelers and curious souls alike. And as you finally reach the stairs below, you see conversation sort of hush a little bit as they look at you as you walk down. And you hear a very loud voice coming from across the room of this red bugbear as you get a better look at him. Finely dressed, but you see a lot of the red fur he has is kind of like, there's like pepper salt of like white in there. And the clothes he wears is fine and pristine, but you could tell that this individual himself is sort of getting a bit older in the years, and his tusks that sort of protrude out are beginning to like wither a little bit. And he yells out in a loud voice, "My people, welcome our new patrons, the destroyer of lands." And everyone gets a little nervous, and one person begins to clap, and he stops clapping when no one is clapping. And you see the individual behind you. He doesn't say anything. There's sort of like this grunt voice coming from beneath the mask as he says, "Move it." You guys are free to move around.
Let's see.
So what do you guys do?
Someone else go first. I don't want to make the first move.
Do it.
All right,
Oh,
just gonna start walking up, and then eventually, is this lightning next to us?
You see that there are sparks of flashing light from one metallic pole to another one. Yes.
I'm gonna touch it.
Okay. Make
anything
a
happen?
make a strength saving throw.
Oh, wait, saving? No,
Mhm.
those are the only disadvantage things I have. Well, I can't get worse than 11. 11 it is.
I mean,
Okay.
you can, but
So you only take 1 point of damage. However, the second you touch it, your whole body vibrates, your muscles tense, and all of you guys see a Riz flies across the room. He flies across the room and lands on this side over here, destroying the cabinet wall with many of these wine drinks as they
Holy
splash
shit.
all across him.
I make the
And-
R2D2 scream. That what?
Yep, pretty much. And you see this woman over here. She sort of claps to herself. It's like, oh, nice. And the individual, this guy over here with the hood, he walks over to you. He says, "Hey, are you okay, my friend? Do you need help?"
I'm gonna get up. Be like, I don't need you. I don't need anyone. Riz strong.
Oh, okay.
Strongest there is.
He backs
I'll
away
be back for that later.
as you are now like head to toe covered in like fine wine that's just busted and destroyed everywhere.
Tastes
Does it
good.
I was gonna ask, does it taste good? I'm gonna start
Tastes-
licking.
It tastes very good. You've actually, has he tasted wine before?
No, mostly mead. Anything
Okay.
like honey related alcohol.
Then what would you say is his first experience with wine? As this one is very sweet and it leaves a very nice aftertaste.
He'll be fascinated finding another thing that can cause brain happy and still be sweet. So I'm just gonna start like licking and cleaning myself up.
You see the
I'm doing that bug hand thing and just wiping it.
you see that the individual who carries an authority to him sort of like burst out laughing. He says, "Oh, I needed that. I needed that 100%."
I'm
Now,
just
please.
remembering if anyone heard of Buxton's what he said earlier, he's not a rat. He's just stupid. Following what's this?
Oh no. The loud individual yells out, "Please, step in the center. We have much to discuss about.
Is he talking to everybody?
He's talking to you guys, just looking at you guys specifically.
I'm like hobbling over there and still licking and everything.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I'll go over.
Yeah, I'll go with it too.
Whenever you guys get close to me, I'm gonna like hold up one of my arms and be like, "You want to taste?"
And I go stand next to Rizzler.
Okay.
Presenting arm to dog. You want to taste? It's really sweet.
No, Riz. No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, here.
Everyone sort of like gets into position. And oh, you're gonna be back there?
No, it's fine by me. Where
Okay. And
I mean,
you
I can
hear
scoot up. We can make more room.
you hear this loud booming voice. You get the sense that there's magic at play here. As this individual yells out, "It is a pleasure to have all of you here. Destroyer of worlds. I've heard a lot about you." And you hear this sort of voice, a familiar voice, as she yells out, "May I leave? I'd rather not stay anymore." And you guys see that there is Amara. And she sort of comes out of view from behind this large pillow over here, and you see her at the very far corner of the right hand side. And this individual yells out to her, "Of course, Amara, you played your part well. You may go." And then she sort of looks at all of you as she begins to walk away. And she doesn't look at any of you. Now, how can the Merchant King help you today?
Are you strong?
Oh my goodness.
He sort of chuckles and whispers to himself, "I would like to think I am strong. Would you care to
Yes.
find out yourself?"
Oh no! I in that in the midst of all that, I'm like gonna immediately put like my arm in front of Riz. I'm like, sir, we I don't think there's time for that. I think we have much more important matters to get to. I think you can very much agree, right?
But he has
No,
the title.
please.
He has
Please.
the title of king. Kings means he's a ruler, meaning he's supposed to be strong.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
you're
test
supposed to
that.
respect royalty.
We
I
are
respect strength.
We're trying to save the world here. All right, we have a limited amount of time.
You see that the individual over here, he hops off the stage and lands on the ground and begins to slowly walk
Perfect
up to you
circle.
guys. Slowly begins to walk up to you guys. And he says, "Then tell me, why are you here?"
We're here for Aaron. Where is he? I'm just kidding. I don't see it. We're here. We're looking for students at the academy. We believe he has stumbled upon this great establishment.
Mara, bless your soul. She told me a little bit of what was happening. That you were looking for a child of some kind. I believe you know where the student is. The palace is a good 200 miles south. Pretty sure you can ask them to let you inside and get the child back. No problems.
Wait, that's it? Just go to the palace and that's it?
I want to roll an insight check. I think this guy's bullshitting my balls.
He is playfully mocking you,
Yeah.
sarcastically.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
like
okay.
sarcasm. I think it's made for low-level bitches.
In the meantime, I'm getting ready to find out where the palace is going. Like, okay,
No, no.
I will warn
he's
you,
fucking with
however,
us.
it is heavily guarded by stone golems and these newly fashioned and made elemental golems, which are far stronger than the ones that guard the streets. There are other ways to get there, of course. Ways that are not guarded above the palace.
Above, you said?
You see, he gives out a loud whistle, and you see that the massive carpet that is on the right-hand side of the map begins to lift up slowly.
Oh, no fucking way. He's got magic carpet. Oh.
And he says, I do have my ways. However, this is an option. I'd like to hear why you're here today. Let's start with you, looking at the bug as he walks a bit closer to you. Riz, why are you here? And you see everybody around him sort of shushes and it gets a little quiet as they try to listen near.
I kind of like look the dog and then do a mental connection. Do I tell him why I want to be here or say something else?
You hear a mental connection go through your head, and it says, just tell me why you're here.
Oh, my brain?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he knows. Just speak.
Speak apparition. I'm here for two reasons that I'm gonna hold up my two tiny arms. One, to prove that I'm the strongest ever. And two, and the silence is actually there as I try and think about it. And I point to the teacher and the dog, like, because they're weak and they need my strength for whatever their mission is.
You speak in riddles, my friend. You claim to be wanting to be the strongest, but you protect the weak. Wouldn't the strongest dominate over the weak?
I curl up and turn into the thinker because I never thought about this before. And there's now TV static in my head because that actually legitly blew my goddamn mind, both in and out of game.
He sort of nods to himself.
Oh my God.
He looks at you, Buxton. Why are you here?
Well, I was here. It started out as a mission. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, now, I think I just have no damn choice. I think this is kind of what I have to do. And I'm not really sure why. And gods know, I don't really know what really the big picture is here anymore.
He
But
gives
I
out
guess I gotta be here.
he gives out this loud whistle, and it's deeper than the previous whistle. And you see that the guard that's like guarding the doorway, he nods his head, and he steps out of the way. And he tells you, Buxton, the sort of finely dressed individual, the Merchant King, he tells you in a very stern voice, my friend, everyone has a choice. You have a choice. Leave. If you do not know why you're here, then just leave. Why else would you be here and not know why. Is that
Is
the
there?
person you are
Uh,
that doesn't know what to do unless being told to?
This crap.
is there room? Is there room over there to be a thinker as well?
I am 4 feet. There's plenty of room next to me.
Oh boy. Uh,
He just nods his head and he keeps on walking over here. He looks at you, Sweeto.
no, he's gonna school all of us. Hell.
I'm not ready for this.
Doesn't somebody have charisma? Won't anybody save us?
He looks at Sweeto and he says, "Now, Kuro is a very special woman. And in all the years I've seen her and she's worked with me, she's never, ever acted that way. She doesn't talk about her past much. I'm curious, who is she to you?"
Rival.
Interesting. So, is that why you're here? To settle a rival?
No, mission.
And what is this mission?
Find the little boy.
And
Whoa,
how will you
careful
find
there.
and how will you find this individual?
He said south.
Indeed, I did say south, but it is heavily guarded. There are many golems everywhere, forces that are more powerful than you. How will you get this individual out safely? And yourself above all.
Golems that have some like this, and I pull out the crystal.
He acts very surprised. There's a look for the first time, a surprised look in his face. And he says, I am very impressed. Stealing the heart of a golem is no easy feat. Hold on to that, my friend. It might become useful in the future.
It's gonna put it away anyways. Don't gotta tell me.
So you can take down one, but the palace has hundreds. Can you take down hundreds?
I can.
All right.
Right. So you are a fool.
Yeah.
Huh?
One that has purpose, but doesn't think before he acts. Just mix it up along the way. See if it works out. Because what matters is the mission, of course.
He's like, it's good.
He sort of walks a little bit to the right, and he says, "No wonder Crow hates you." And
I get that.
looks at you, Sweeto. Soho. So many S names.
It's literally two.
I know. Two's all I need. Why are you here, Soho?
Wait, before I answer, is it? I'm confused. Does he know where the kid is or not?
That's up to you to find out. Amara the entire time mentioned that this individual, the Merchant King, has a way for you guys to get to the palace. And he's shown you briefly that he has a magic carpet. And he himself said that there are other ways to get to the palace. And he mentioned you can get there, over the palace. But he's trying to have a conversation with all of you.
Wait,
He's
but
gonna
how can
talk
we
shit
trust
to
this
us.
guy? How can we
It's
trust him?
You're asking the DM. That's up to you to decide, man.
Oh,
In that case, I don't trust him.
okay. What's this guy's name again?
The Merchant King.
Oh yeah.
The Merchant King.
Okay, start over. Ask me again.
So his question was, why are you here, Soho? As there is recognition in his eyes, almost as if he kind of knows who you are.
You recognize me, don't you?
I asked the question first.
We know so little about you. Why should we give up our motives?
How
I
about
can't
this?
trust you.
You answer my question first, and I'll give you my motives.
Where do you know me from?
You see
From
that
Esperanza?
you see that you see that he has a where once there was a look of recognition, he sort of has this look of disappointment. And he says, I know you from you're a cautionary tale, Soho. You're just bad luck. As he walks up over here.
Did you call me a fucking bad luck charm?
I think I told you she had to talk shit to us.
Well, I don't really care about the opinion of people who don't even really know me, so they can go fuck themselves.
I don't have the brain capacity to understand that concept.
He sort of looks at all of you and he says, in my many years, in many parties and groups of adventurers, I have never met a worse bunch than the lot of you.
Oh, God.
Still works.
But I do not judge based on character. The rule of law here
That's
in this
literally all
tavern.
you've done so far. Look at
Let
Riz's
this-
face. He's
let
still,
this man cook.
He's still in shock.
He sort of yells out to you. I see for what you all are. If you wish to take my observations that are clear and bare, that all of you show as judgment, then you are a fool.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't judge individuals based on their motives, on their goals. None of that matters, as he yells out. He yells out in a large, booming voice. What is the purpose of life if to not take a chance?
To roll the dice. I've heard this one already.
And he claps his hands and he says, exactly. To roll the dice.
I'm gonna
I
look
have
at the
many
teacher
names.
as like, I'm smart too.
He yells out. He yells out again. I have many names. Mr. Huffendunger, the Merchant King, the Gambler.
Hey, I like that one.
I'm a sinner and I'm a joker.
They call me the Wanderer. Yeah, I don't wonder.
I will help you, you dirty bunch.
Ragtag, I prefer.
I'm
However-
pretty dirty.
However, you must beat me in a game of chance.
Oh,
And everyone begins to sort of clap and raise their glasses, and they all yell out, "Be pleased!"
Beep beep.
And
oh,
the Merchant King sort of, he waves his hand. And he says, "Yes, yes, of course. If you beat me in this game, I will give you the carpet, and the carpet will send you stealthily across the palace to the Tower of the Magi. Or leave. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here for a good time."
I vote leave. I don't trust this guy.
I mean,
You look
Also
behind
pissed
you,
me
and
off.
you look behind you, and you do see that the opening is still there, in case you guys want to take off.
even if you don't trust the guy, I mean, I got two things. One, we went through all this effort and dealt with all these people to find this guy and to try to get something going. And two, like, even if we really do just bail out of here, like, what other lead do we got? Like, what other way are we going to be doing things? I want something to work with.
You're also running out of time, like you guys mentioned before at the very beginning.
Yeah, oh yeah, weren't you like a time bearer? Weren't you supposed to warn us if we're like running out of time and stuff? How's that coming?
That thing hasn't vibrated since I fucking opened it.
And right when you say that,
I got him.
that level 6 slot is now a level 5 slot.
I really think we can find another way. We don't have to do this. I never feel like we're trapped in this shit.
Huh. Guess that's very valid. Oh god. This is the part where I ask.
I hate this guy so much. I don't want to do this. This guy's such a dick.
I kind of agree. But this is the part where I painfully ask, Riz, what do you think?
He's gonna want to fight. Obviously, he's gonna want to fight.
I have
Right?
to ask,
Right.
okay? I have to ask.
Maybe he got corrupted, and now he's in like a power surge or something. He's like, "Why are you talking to me? Oh, you approach me now."
More or less, yeah. It's just like I can get through all those guards, no problem.
Okay, yeah, I figured I was gonna get nothing out of that. Sweeto,
You hear?
Any-
Oh, go
any
ahead. Go
words
ahead.
on
Continue.
this?
I'll follow you.
Oh god.
You asked a soldier who follows command and a bloodthirsty bug.
I was hoping, I don't know, in a 1 millionth of a chance in this godforsaken universe that maybe they'd have some sort of coherent answer beyond their their single train of thought, but no, they do not. Oh man.
Plus, he has the power to float and lift carpets with his own feet.
I think
that is what he
Put a
does.
foot on this?
yeah.
Buxton, the moment you say something or are about to comment on something,
Yeah.
you hear a familiar sound coming from behind you guys, and you hear a loud borf.
That's the sound of the police. Oh, no.
I know that. I think I know that Borf.
It's your cousin.
What the hell?
How'd you get here? I thought you were dead.
And you hear a sort of like pause on ceramic floor as the dog sort of goes clack 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 clack, clack and just jumps on Sweeto and starts licking all over his face. Borf, borf.
It's the cousin.
And you see Geralt the Old like walks down the stairs and he yells out in a loud voice, "Why the fuck do you have so many stairs?" And he's like, "Give me a second."
You're
Guys,
at the old.
ooh.
I think you're too old.
Slide.
He yells out in a loud voice, "I made it. There's something happening outside. All of the golems, they're gone. I don't know what happened, but once that happened, I came over here. Birdie, she's helping the rest leave the city. I'm sorry, Buckton, but she told everybody what was gonna happen. That something bad was gonna happen. And the ones that we ran into, she told them, and they're trying to leave right now.
No.
What what's going on here? As he looks around, and there's like he can feel a tense in the air, and he takes a look at the bugbear finely dressed across from him, and Geralt the Earl sort of just nods his head, and he sort of whispers to Buxton and to all of you, like, "Is this the guy?"
Yeah, this is the guy, and we just basically got challenged by him to do like a gambling game.
For
I can do
what?
that.
What's gonna happen? For what? Wait, what? And he's
Yeah,
like, there's an excited tone in his voice as he's like, "What's it? The gambling?"
yeah. Okay, so look, this guy is offering us a way to go get the kid we're after by giving us a magic carpet. He says we got to win a gamble game against him, but we can also walk if we don't like it. Soho's not into it. I'm kind of down just for the sheer fact that we've gone through hell to get here in the first place, and the other two are useless.
Says you.
He begins, the Merchant King. He begins to walk around, and he sees Geralt the Old. Um, Geralt the Old looks at you, Buxton, and he says, "Well, um, now that the golems are taking off, I don't know where they're taking off to. If this individual says he knows how to get there, then I feel like that's a risk we might have to take here. Don't you think?"
Wait, say that again?
What's faster, carpet or feet?
I
Car-
think carpet or
Let's go.
Carpet buddy.
whatever you're talking about. And you see the Merchant King. He looks at Geralt. And the Merchant King responds, "And who are you then?" Geralt gives him a very odd look. He says, I'm Geralt the Old. Who are you?" And the Merchant King sort of like gives a small nod and he says, "I am the gambler." "And Geralt, why are you here?" Geralt sort of like takes a long pause and he looks down at the doggo. He looks at he looks at the boy, and he sort of chuckles to himself. "Well, I'm here for Bruno." And the Merchant King looks a little confused. "You mean the dog? You're here for the dog?" And the dog sort of like looks at him and he gives him sort of like a woof. And Geralt the Old responds with, "Well, I'm here for a lot of things. My dog Bruno, my companions, Soho, Sweeto, Riz, Buxton. We have a job to do. We're trying to save a kid from a evil wizard or something. I don't know all the details." And you see the gambler. He takes a look at you. And he says, "From what I've seen, Geralt the Old, do you think you can do it? Reach the child." And Geralt the Old looks at Bruno. He looks at all of you guys. And he says, "Well, I mean, I don't know. But if we do it together, and we stay together, I think we can do anything."
Dang.
And then Bruno sort of like nuzzles next to Geralt the Old. And he sort of like, he says, "Borf." And Geralt the Old says to the gambler, "Why are you here?" And the gambler doesn't say anything. He just walks up on over here and he says in a loud, booming voice,
As per
"To be
usual.
pleased." and everyone sort of claps, and there is sort of tenseness in the air. As you can tell, it's like a forced clap.
Don't you need a mate for that?
And he says, "There's one down the road. I can show you a good place." Um, the merchant king responds with, "I am here as a guide. I provide favors for favors, and my favor to you is to play a game. That is all. I can help you, but you have to win it." And Geraldo looks at all of you guys and he says, "So, what do you guys want to do?"
think I think I would really like to try. I think I'd really like to try my hand at this game of his.
Let's go. Sounds wasted.
There is. I guess, do I even bother asking again?
I look. I just got down from getting a high. I
What are you talking about? You're still juicing. You're feeling like your adrenaline going. You have adrenaline on tap right now, my guy. You
no,
have
this
three
is
plus
just how I
strength.
normally am.
Yeah, you're at 3+ strength, and there's a surge of like strength that is comes out of nowhere. You feel like fucking invincible.
No, this has just always been me.
What do you say? What do you say?
So just like, look, I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty fucked up. I'm still just trying to make sense of what's happening. I don't even remember how we got here.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I don't remember how the fuck we got here either. Jesus Christ.
A long, winding
Teleported.
mess. All the more reason why I say we should take this chance. Because who knows what other god awful, long, winding mess we'll have to go through if we decide to shake off this possible chance we just got to.
Hmm. You see the Merchant King. He looks at Sweeto, and he looks at Buxton, looks at Soho, and at Riz, he looks at you, and he sort of nods his head, and he says, "Finally, a good answer."
I say fuck you mentally.
And you hear a chuckle coming from him.
I have my pride. Fuck off.
Fuck you.
I have my pride.
This fucking ass, man. Let's do it. I'm just gonna. I already know what I'm gonna do. I already fucking know. Bitch.
All right. Gambler, we'll take your gamble.
There's a big smile across his face, and he says, "Then let's do this."
And then I roll for initiative.
I go touch the electric pole again.
For God's sakes, if I see you moving even an inch away from me, I'm going to restrain you. I'm going to drop you on the ground top style. And I'm going to tie you up with hempen rope.
I can beat it this time.
You guys see as he waves his hands, the lights all around you begin to sort of dim and flash. Colorful lights of purples, blues, greens, reds begin to sort of like go around the entire tent. If we were using a different system, I'd be having all these lights right now, but I don't, so it's just theater of the mind.
So we're having seizures.
You're having seizures.
Yes.
Enjoy the seizures. But then music begins to play. Music not from these lands. These are different. This is different music than what you've been normally hearing this entire time. And it is sourceless. It sort of seems to come from everywhere. And you see that he expertly begins to
Oh my
run on
God.
back.
Jazz?
He begins to run on back to his podium.
I know exactly what that is.
And he yells out in a large, booming voice, "Come one, come all, for we are to have a game." And everyone sort of like begins to sit down and they're sort of excited and they all begin to like get their drinks. And he says, "For today's game is Phoenix Poker. The rules are simple, not hard to follow, although there will be a twist. For combat is allowed." And he begins to relay the rules to you guys while I get my sheets ready.
Oh man.
I
We're
know
gonna
what
have to fight people for this.
I know what side I'm taking. Whoever's luckier, do the gambling part. I will protect you.
Now, first things first, let's make this fair.
Huh?
I will not
Yeah, you're
beat
gonna need
down
more people.
on the little and weak. And all of you guys feel the sensation of cold brushing all your guys' bodies. And you guys are healed by 50 points of healing.
Whoa! Whoa!
When do I get my max HP back?
That's a
Never.
conversation for a later time.
Damn it.
And you guys feel good, by the way. There must be some drug that must have like mixed in that sensation
again.
of cold, because you guys feel like calmer, at least a little bit, if you were tense, and a little bit more relaxed. Bless you. And he says, "And now the field is balanced. Now, I will give you what you ask. However, to play this game, we will play 10 rounds, and whoever wins the most rounds, or is the last to remain, wins."
Wait, say that again.
So you guys are you're gonna play 10 rounds, and whoever wins the most rounds, or is the last remaining, wins. Whatever the fuck that means. You guys will be playing, as he explains, you guys will be playing blackjack. Do you guys see the deck of cards?
Yes.
Oh yes,
What
actually.
the hell?
Yes.
You guys see the cards on the field?
What the?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay. And then there we go. And then there we go. So what do you see? Your cards are in your name tag down below, or wherever your name tag is.
Ooh, do I click to draw?
Mhm.
Do I do it again?
You should be able to view it, but if not, it's okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys separated a little bit for this game, and I'm gonna put your cards right next to where you guys are. So if Riz is over here, I'll just put the cards over here next to Riz. And then we'll just do that instead. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. Give me one moment. I'm not using the right one. There we go. There we go. So I can send cards directly to you guys' names, and you guys can view it there. But this is sort of going to be a team one, and it's blackjack, so you guys are always going to see each other's cards anyways. So that won't really matter. But this is how it's going to work, as I post everything in the chat, so you guys can read. There's going to be 3 games, different variations of blackjack. One is going to be a normal game. The second is going to be low. And the third game is going to be high. So, what does that mean? Well, basically, low means that you're trying to get the lowest possible number in a game of blackjack. And that's basically what it means. And then high is vice versa. You're trying to get the highest possible card in blackjack. So far, so good.
Okay.
When you're playing low or high, you guys can trade your cards, believe it or not. However, if you trade your cards, you guys give him the opportunity to pick one of you at random to take one of your cards and trade with you. So it's an option to trade if you want to, when you're playing high and low. Does that make sense?
Okay. During the high and low, we could trade with other people. Got it.
Now, you may only get 3 cards. So the 2 you start with, you can ask for 1 more. And then, you see the gambler gets very excited when he says this next part. And he says, in order to participate, one must always bet. And if you don't have anything to bet, then you cannot play. If you're left with nothing,
I actually have 0 money.
so this would be a good time to divvy up some money if you guys have any. So this will be a normal game of pretty much blackjack. Or if you don't have anything to play, then you can't play the round.
I was gonna bet stuff.
So you guys have a limited amount of cash on you guys.
Yeah, am I the only guy who has money?
Yes.
I
Wait,
think so.
I have a single coin that someone gave me.
Oh god.
Hey man, that 1 coin could turn into 1,000 right here, right now.
I had to also be in the group with a bunch of broke ass bullies.
Now, nothing
Bro.
happens if you don't play a round. It just means that there are less people playing, which means that there's less of a chance for your team to win because it's him versus you guys.
Ugh, oh my God.
Regardless of the game, if you get a blackjack, which is face, card, and ace, you win the round. However, if you pass 21, that's still considered a bust, and you'll lose the round, regardless of the game. Making sense so far?
I'm straight up gonna ask him, does it have to be the metal coin? Can I bet stuff?
He responds with, "Yeah, I do apologize,
I have a
but
heart.
it is." He's like, "You like what?" You stop him like mid-sentence, like, "No, I will only accept the currency of life: gold, silver, platinum, jewels, emeralds,
When he
anything
said
to
the
value."
currency of life, I was actually digging in to grab the heart.
For money makes the world go round.
He's right. It does.
Eh,
That's the first thing they teach you in mercenary school. I should know.
you went to school?
Mercenary school
Hmm.
and
Now let me
monster hunting
explain.
school.
And the merchant king continues. Let me explain something to you. This will not be a normal game. For if you lose, you will take disadvantages. But if you win, you will gain advantages. So he explains that if you lose a round, you take 1d6 points of force damage.
What?
But if you win a round, you get a card golem. And as I mentioned, the creature remains in your service until it is discarded. Card golems will count as a monster on the field, and you won't know what it does until you observe it. So far, so good. Haven't lost anybody.
Think I'm still all here.
Okay, good.
I'm doing my best.
Now from here, he says out loud, "Now, as the house hosting this game, playing against all of you, I must have a certain way to defend myself. And for in this game, we can fight. Only those that win may attack. And so
That's
if you guys,
Dumb.
I know, but it's sort of like the game. If you win a card game, there is a chance to sort of fight back. But the gambler also has his own set of abilities that you won't really get to know until you start playing in the game. One last thing to know, as he'll mention. If you please look around, all of you, you might notice these weird sigils on the ground. And all of you guys will notice that there are, or now the lights are sort of rainbow flashing all across the room. There are 4 sort of like dark lights. What's it called? 4. You know how like you have like it's all purple and you see like invisible shit in a club. I forgot what it's called. Invisible ink. I think that's called. You guys see the equivalent. You see the equivalent of invisible ink as light flashes over these quadrants over here, and there are wards. These large, like sigils carved into the ground. And he says, "Within this ward, you may not attack me. You may not use any of your abilities. Unless, of course, you win a round. For it is a game of chance, and I need all the advantages I can take." So, I'm going to go ahead and leave it to you guys. We can start playing this makeshift poker game right here, right now, and then keep playing till the game's done, or start this game next time and we pause it here and we're done for tonight.
I think just to make sure, because there's a fair amount of like things going on. I feel like maybe we should save it for the next one so everyone's got a fresh mind and we got plenty of time to really just go at it.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking length. I was also thinking of maybe holding off till next time. This seems like it might take a hot minute.
Yeah, because I got the rules, but there's a fair amount going on to where I think I'm gonna have to think a long time, and I think all of us are gonna have to think.
I was going by how Sammy feels.
And I was thinking of Sammy the entire time. That's why I know he'll. I know you get a little bit out of it, Sammy, when it gets a bit later. So that's why I'm saying it now. Like, as much as I want to keep going and play, because we're gonna play poker. By the way, we are gonna play poker, all of us, right now. But it has its own rules. It has its own things. There's extra things while also playing D&D. So if you guys want to settle for this later and come back to it in a fresh, brand new game, then fuck yeah. But if it was up to me, yes, I would love to keep going. But I also see what time it is, and I want to make sure we finish it and not like stop halfway through, or
Yeah,
et cetera, et cetera.
yeah. I say let's save it for the next one. I want everyone to have the freshest of brains so we can really go hard on this card game because it sounds interesting.
Does it sound from Alan, you, it sounds interesting, but what about everybody else? Is it complicated? What do you guys think? Does it at least sound fun? I'm hoping that it sounds fun.
I'll know how to play to see if it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a hands-on kind of person, so I'm like reading the rules like 3 times, and I'm like, I think I understand what's happening.
for sure. And it's
I
10
need,
rounds.
like a practice round or something.
Yeah, it's 10 rounds. So you guys will get it quick once you guys start losing health points. Once you guys start gaining more money
Yeah,
because
you
you
better
guys
figure it out real quick, or you're gonna die.
because you remember we're gonna be playing an actual poker game, so you guys will be getting double your currency, winning that shit or losing it. But you guys playing this game might come out richer than than you are right now.
And then I'm just gonna give my money to someone else.
Hmm.
Well, sucks for you, DM. Throughout games and whatnot, I'm usually the one that takes the gamble and
Oh,
mostly win.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Andrew's very lucky when it comes to gambling. That's not even a meme. He's actually gotten away with stupid because he takes the chance all the time.
It's true.
Alright.
I see this man. That's why he likes to do gambling games.
Never play Mario Party with him. It is the
Hey.
worst experience
He's
in your life.
literally a cheater.
But not for
Okay,
You're
okay,
stupid.
okay, okay.
No.
I
Anyways,
I am gonna end the recording here because I definitely want to get your guys' opinions on this.
hell yeah.
But I don't want to keep the audience. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching, audience. I appreciate
Yeah. See ya.
I appreciate everyone here playing with me because I can't have these crazy stupid poker games and have these talks without you guys being here. So I appreciate you guys too.
In the comments, somebody put down how many times we said relax.
Relax. Relax.
Add that
man.
one. Add those to the count.
Boys, I hope you have a good night. Hope you take care. And I'll see you next time.